Here we will be learning about the concatenation operation where we will combine the contents of two singly linked lists. Let's take an example of list 1 with the 3 nodes and list 2 with another 3 nodes. The first node of list 1, here we are referring with the name head 1, and the last node of list 1 with last 1. Similarly, the first node of list 2 with head 2 and the last node of list 2 with last 2. Now append list 2 at the end of list 1. Just simply by giving a link between the last node of list 1 and the first node of list 2. Just simply by storing the address of head 2 in last 1. See here, the head 2 address is 1500, where I am storing as the last one next value. Now a link will establish between the last node of list 1 and the first node of list 2. So likewise, we'll concatenate two singly linked lists. Just see the function here, where the concatenate function is taking two parameters. One is list 1 and another one is list 2, which is head 1, and that we are representing with head 1 and head 2. Head 1 is nothing but the linked list 1, and whereas head 2 is linked list 2. Now we'll start with list 1, which I'm starting with the value temp, with the pointer temp. Now reach end of the list 1, that is by iterating the statement temp equal to temp arrow next till you reach end of the list 1. Just you move the temporary pointer. Now you have moved the list 1 last node. Now we are at the position of last node of list 1. So after executing this while loop, you will reach the end of list 1, which is last one. Just give a link between the last one and head 2. That is nothing but that simply by doing this assignment temp arrow next equal to head 2, you can give a link between the last node of list 1 with first node of list 2. Now you have combined the contents of two lists together. That entire list we are referring with list 1, which is nothing but head 1. Now here we will return head 1. So this is the function of the concatenation operation on singly linked lists. Let us do the execution. Take an empty file. Give the name to that file as concat.c. Just give the description. C program to concat two singly linked lists. Just include header files, stdio.h, then another header file, stdlib.h. Now take a node structure, struct node, int data, and then the next pointers, the struct node star next. Here we will be declaring the pointers to the node structure. One is the head 1 for the list 1. Next, head 2 for list 2. A temporary pointer. The last one indicates end of list 1. The last 2, end of list 2. And the new node as n. Now declare functions. Void create 1 is a struct node star head 1. And whereas here also it returns the node structure struct node star create 1. Now similarly, just create list 2. As the function create 2, and it takes head 2. Yes. And then void display, which is taking struct node star head 1, star head. Yes. and concatenation. This is the struct node star concat of, it is taking two lists. One is the struct node star head one, the list one, and another one is list two, the struct node star head two. So these are the function declarations. Now write the main function. Int main. Take a choice variable int ch. Now write menu options. Printf 1. Create list 1. Where 2. This is the first option, which is 1. Then 2. Create list 2. Then third option is display list 1. Where the fourth option is display list 2. On fifth option, concate to list. Then sixth, which is display merged list. Now these are the menu options. Take do while. Here, read the choice variable. Enter choice. Read it. And then pass choice variable to switch statement, switch off ch. Now execute each function one by one. Let's case 1. The case 1 is create 1, creating singly linked list 1, and it is returning a node pointer that is head 1. Head 1 equal to create 1 of head 1. Now give break. Now case 2 is to create singly linked list 2, which is create 2 of head 2. It is taking head 2 as the parameter. Initially it is null. Break. Now case 3 here, this is list 1. Printing list 1. Here you invoke display of head 1, which indicates list 1, and then break. Then case 4, print the contents of list 2. Then display, invoke display function and pass head 2, and then break. Next, case 5, just invoke the concat function. Concat, which is taking two lists. One is head 1, the other one is head 2. After combining the contents of two lists, it is returning the reference as head 1, that is list 1. Next, case 6. This is the merged list. Where invoke the display by passing head 1. Now these are the menu options. This you need to iterate for the choice less than or equal to 6. We'll define each function. Now that is struct node star create 1 of struct node star head 1. Initially head 1 is null. That means there are no elements in list 1. No. Allocate memory for node structure n equal to struct node star malloc of size of the struct node. Enter data and then read this data. %t ampersand n arrow data. Make the next part as null, n arrow next equal to null. The same procedure if there are no elements, if head 1 is null, that means if list 1 is empty, then the new node you make it as a head node and the last one is also becomes the new node. If not, move to else part. If not, the last one next is storing the address of new node. The last one you are making as the new node is becoming the last one. And at the end, you return head 1. Now, similarly, you create list 2. In place of create 1, just take create 2, allocate memory, and then here you need to check with head 2. And in place of last one, it is last 2. And return head 2 instead of head 1. Now we are ready with two singly linked list. One is referring with head 1 and another one is with head 2. Just write a display function, void display, same like singly linked list. That is a struct node star head, like a store head in temp, and then take a loop while temp not equal to null, printf %d temp arrow data. After printing each element, move temp to next node, temp equal to temp arrow next. This is for the display function. Let's write the concat operation. The concat, which is taking head 1 and head 2 as the parameters, but it is returning a node pointer. So struct node star concat of struct node star head 1, the list 1, and as well as it is taking another parameter, that is struct node star head 2. Now here we'll start with list 1, that is temp equal to head 1. Now we'll reach end of the list while temp not equal to null, temp arrow next, not temp, it is temp arrow next. While temp arrow next not equal to null, then you move temporary pointer temp equal to temp arrow next. Now you reach the end of list 1. Now you give a link to the first node of list 2. That is temp arrow next equal to head 2. Now return head 1. Let's execute the code. Just to give the choice as 1. Enter data into list 1. Enter data into list 1. Enter data into list 1. Now enter data into list 2. Create list 2. Now display the list 1 contents, that is 10, 20, 30. And display the list 2 contents, that is 40 and 50. Now merge the contents of list 1 and list 2 by taking the choice as 5. Now give the choice as 6 to print the merged list, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50.